National Assembly burned, and here's the results from the investigation. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News in 5. I'm your host Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of South Africans remember this day.
The raging flames rose high above the rooftops of Cape Town, a plume of billowing smoke visible from across the city.
And I know some of you are happy about it and some of you weren't. And contrary to what some of you may think, I don't really like politicians, but I can respect the historical value of this building. That was for the ANC. And for a while, nobody really knew what was going on or how it started or what happened. But now an investigation has been had and the results are in. Why National Assembly burned. SAPS asleep. Parliamentary Protection Services sent off duty. Broken firefighting systems.
Right.
If the Parliamentary Protection Services had been on duty, the 2022 blaze that gutted the National Assembly would not have happened, according to the Secretary, who released a summary of the National Legislature's fire investigation on Wednesday. Okay, so here's the first reason. The Parliamentary Protection Services, PPS, had not been on duty. They had been withdrawn from working nights and over weekends and public holidays during the festive season. On Wednesday, Secretary to Parliament responded to a direct question, said, "Do we think Parliament would still be existing and standing had there been staff of Parliament not forced to leave?" The answer is yes. The absence of the PPS did contribute significantly to the vulnerability of Parliament. So they gave PPS leave. They basically said, you don't have to work on weekends, you don't have to work during the festive season, you're off duty. Which is a plausible thing, but it still raises some eyebrows. And here is reason number 2. As the national legislature had been left to be protected by the SA Police Service, slip-ups like sleeping on duty fell to them.
Are you kidding me?
Or, as the report summary released put it, lapse in perimeter monitoring were identified, including an incident where a SAPS officer tasked with monitoring a motion detection camera had been asleep when an intruder breached the fence. The investigation raised questions regarding SAPS patrols during that period. They hired SAPS. They had their own staff, but they hired SAPS. Okay, but why do that? I mean, if it is a case where the PBS maybe they're understaffed and there's not enough employees to do exchange of shifts or whatever, and some of the guys are working quite overtime, you want to give them a break, I understand that. But your backup plan is SAPS, these guys. And I know there's good cops in the system, I'm not saying all of them are bad. Why weren't those good cops on duty then? Maybe then the building wouldn't have been set alight. But here we are. And by the way, SAPS was approached for comment on the report summary, but had not responded by publication, of course. And here is reason 3. Crucially, the fire was able to spread the way it did due to a lack of proper maintenance and failure to ensure compliance with building codes and fire prevention basics, all of which the Public Works is ultimately responsible for. The investigation revealed pervasive non-compliance with fire regulations and requirements across multiple facets, including smoke detectors, fire alarm panels, emergency notification systems, sprinkler systems, and evacuation route planning, said the published summary. Much of what is outlined in the recommendations in the summary is apparently being implemented. On the security side, the PPS boss was appointed in early September. Security upgrades, particularly raising the perimeter fence and joint security planning, were reportedly underway. On the building side, fire safety measures are now being checked and fixed. Parliament's reconstruction after the fire, now finally underway, will be completed by late 2025 with a 2 billion rand price tag. And there it is, 2 billion rand on the reconstruction. Let me show this photo again. And who's gonna fit that bill? Where's that 2 billion rand coming from? I think we all know. And the whole thing is suspicious, from the suspect that they caught to the SAPS that were on duty. Who knows, maybe this is all some kind of conspiracy and someone wanted to burn the entire building down, but they failed to do so, clearly. All I'm saying is that when I start hearing stories in an investigation where the cops are asleep, alarm bells start ringing. Who knows, maybe this was a plan that just failed and now we have to pick up the bill in more ways than one. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe this investigation and what it's brought out? Also, Also, don't forget to check out my stand-up comedy special, Crossing the Borders. It was directed by Barry Hilton. The first run of that show can be viewed on this channel, and you can watch it for free. Link is in the description. Speaking of content, if you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and share it far and wide. Subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.